No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. Have you ever felt that uneasy sense of being controlled by someone else's desires or opinions? Perhaps it was a colleague at work, a friend, or even a family member who seemed to have a way of twisting situations to their advantage, leaving you feeling powerless. This subtle form of influence is what we call manipulation, and it's something we encounter all too frequently in our daily lives. In today's world, manipulation takes many forms, from the persuasive rhetoric of advertisers to the subtle pressures in our personal relationships. It often goes unnoticed until it's too late, leaving us feeling disoriented and out of control. So how can we safeguard ourselves against such tactics and reclaim our sense of autonomy? This is where Stoic philosophy offers profound insights. Founded in ancient Greece, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control and to maintain our inner peace regardless of external circumstances. Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius emphasize self-mastery and integrity as essential tools for navigating life's challenges. By cultivating these virtues, we can resist the subtle influences that attempt to manipulate our thoughts and actions. Before we dive in, I want to commend you for being here and seeking to better yourself through the wisdom of Stoicism. Your strength, courage, and resilience set you apart as one of the few who strive for true self-improvement. I encourage you to watch this video until the end, as each part contains crucial insights you won't want to miss. Stay focused and steadfast. If you find value in this journey, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. Number 1. Understand your values. Values are fundamental beliefs and principles that guide our behavior and decision-making. They represent what we consider to be important and worthwhile in life, shaping our actions and responses to various situations. Examples of values include integrity, respect, responsibility, and compassion. They are the internal standards by which we measure the quality of our choices and actions, reflecting our deepest convictions about what constitutes a meaningful and fulfilling life. Knowing your values acts as a grounding force, anchoring you amidst the turbulence of external pressures and influences. When your values are clear and well-defined, they provide a strong sense of purpose and direction. This clarity enables you to navigate complex situations with confidence, making it significantly harder for others to manipulate or sway you. Imagine you are faced with a decision that challenges your principles. Perhaps a friend asks you to support a dishonest project. If you have a well-established value of honesty, you are less likely to be persuaded by their arguments or emotional appeals. Your commitment to truthfulness will guide your response, helping you resist pressure and make choices that align with your core beliefs. By contrast, without a clear understanding of your values, you may find yourself more susceptible to manipulation. In the absence of a solid moral foundation, it becomes easier for others to exploit uncertainties or doubts, steering you towards actions that conflict with your true self. Manipulators often exploit this lack of clarity, using persuasive tactics to align your behavior with their interests rather than your own principles. Furthermore, knowing your values fosters self-awareness and resilience. It equips you with the tools to evaluate external influences critically and to stand firm in your convictions. This inner strength not only shields you from being swayed but also empowers you to act with integrity and purpose. For instance, if you value fairness and equality, you are more likely to resist manipulative schemes that undermine these principles. Your awareness of what matters to you will help you recognize when others are attempting to exploit your values for their gain, enabling you to make decisions that are true to yourself rather than succumbing to external pressures. In essence, a deep understanding of your values is a powerful defense against manipulation. It keeps you grounded, aligns your actions with your true self, and enhances your ability to navigate life's challenges with integrity and clarity. Number 2. Practice self-awareness. Self-awareness is the capacity to recognize and understand your own emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. It involves being in tune with your inner state and how it influences your actions and interactions with others. Developing self-awareness is crucial for identifying and resisting manipulation because it helps you understand when and how others might be trying to influence or control you. In Stoic philosophy, self-awareness aligns with the practice of introspection and self-examination. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius emphasize the importance of understanding oneself to lead a virtuous and purposeful life. By being aware of your internal state and motivations, you align more closely with Stoic ideals of wisdom and self-control. This understanding allows you to detect when others might be exploiting your weaknesses or emotional triggers. One key technique for enhancing self-awareness is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying deliberate attention to your thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations in the present moment. By regularly practicing mindfulness, you become more attuned to your internal experiences and how they affect your reactions to external influences. For example, If you notice feelings of anxiety or irritation arising in a conversation, mindfulness helps you pause and reflect on why these emotions are surfacing and how they might be impacting your decisions. Another technique is journaling. Writing about your daily experiences, emotions, and reactions provides insight into your thought patterns and behavioral tendencies. Regular journaling helps you identify recurring themes and triggers, making it easier to recognize when manipulation attempts might be targeting these vulnerabilities. For instance, if you frequently write about feeling pressured in social situations, you can become more aware of manipulative tactics that exploit these feelings. Self-reflection through meditation is also beneficial. Meditation encourages you to observe your thoughts and feelings without immediate judgment or reaction. This practice helps you gain clarity about your emotional responses and motivations, making it easier to identify when someone is trying to manipulate you. Finally, seeking feedback from trusted individuals can enhance your self-awareness. Honest feedback from friends, family, or mentors provides an external perspective on your behavior and interactions. This feedback can reveal blind spots and help you better understand how others perceive your reactions and decisions. By practicing self-awareness, you gain a clearer understanding of your internal state and how it influences your responses. This awareness equips you to recognize and resist manipulation, allowing you to make decisions that align with your true self and values. Number 3. Cultivate emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, stress, or challenging situations with strength and adaptability. It involves maintaining a stable emotional state despite external pressures and setbacks. This quality is essential for navigating manipulation attempts, as it helps you stay composed and clear-headed in the face of emotional or psychological manipulation. In Stoic philosophy, emotional resilience aligns closely with the concept of apatheia, or the freedom from destructive emotions. Stoics believe that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. By focusing on what is within our control and accepting what is not, we build emotional resilience. Marcus Aurelius, for example, often reflected on the importance of maintaining inner peace regardless of external chaos. This inner fortitude allows us to confront challenges with equanimity and resolve. When you cultivate emotional resilience, you are better equipped to handle manipulation because you remain centered and unshaken by external attempts to sway your emotions. Manipulators often use emotional triggers, such as guilt, fear, or urgency, to influence your decisions. If you possess emotional resilience, you can recognize these tactics for what they are and resist being swayed by them. For instance, if someone tries to guilt trip you into making a decision, your emotional resilience helps you stay grounded. Instead of reacting impulsively out of guilt or fear, you can take a step back, evaluate the situation rationally, and make a decision that aligns with your values and objectives. This clarity protects you from being easily manipulated by others' emotional games. Building emotional resilience involves practicing techniques that strengthen your emotional stability. This might include regular self-reflection, mindfulness practices, and developing a positive outlook. By reinforcing your ability to manage stress and maintain composure, you enhance your capacity to deal with manipulation effectively. Ultimately, emotional resilience empowers you to respond to manipulation attempts with confidence and poise. It allows you to remain true to your principles and make decisions that reflect your authentic self, rather than being swayed by external pressures. This inner strength not only safeguards against manipulation but also fosters a more balanced and fulfilling life. Number 4. Develop assertiveness. Assertiveness is the ability to express your thoughts, feelings, and needs openly and confidently while respecting others. It is a crucial skill for resisting manipulation because it enables you to communicate your boundaries and expectations clearly. Assertive individuals are less likely to be swayed by others' demands or persuasive tactics because they stand firm in their own beliefs and needs. In Stoic philosophy, assertiveness is connected to the virtue of courage. Stoics teach that true courage involves not just facing external challenges but also standing up for oneself and one's principles. Epictetus, a key Stoic thinker, emphasized the importance of speaking truthfully and acting in accordance with one's values. This inner strength allows you to confront situations where others might try to manipulate you with confidence and clarity. When you practice assertiveness, you assert your right to make decisions based on your own values and priorities. This protects you from being manipulated because you are less likely to yield to external pressures or persuasion. For instance, if a colleague tries to push you into taking on additional work that you don't have the capacity for, an assertive response would involve clearly stating your limitations and negotiating a solution that respects your boundaries. Developing assertiveness involves several key practices. First, clearly articulate your needs and boundaries in a direct and respectful manner. Avoiding passive or aggressive communication helps in maintaining constructive interactions. Second, practice saying no when necessary without feeling guilt or obligation. This reinforces your autonomy and protects you from being coerced into unwanted commitments. Another important aspect of assertiveness is active listening. By fully understanding others' viewpoints while maintaining your own stance, you can engage in meaningful dialogue without compromising your own position. This balance of empathy and assertiveness helps in negotiating and setting clear boundaries. Ultimately, assertiveness empowers you to manage your interactions more effectively. It helps you communicate your needs and resist manipulation by making it clear that you are in control of your decisions. By embodying this Stoic virtue, you enhance your ability to navigate challenges with integrity and self-respect. Number 5. Develop critical thinking. Critical thinking is the ability to analyze information objectively, evaluate arguments, and make reasoned judgments based on evidence and logical reasoning. It involves questioning assumptions, identifying biases, and systematically evaluating the validity of claims or arguments. This skill is vital for spotting manipulation, as it allows you to scrutinize situations and discern when someone might be using deceptive tactics to influence your decisions. In Stoic philosophy, critical thinking is closely related to the virtue of wisdom. Wisdom involves not just knowledge but also the ability to apply that knowledge judiciously in various situations. Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius emphasize the importance of rational analysis and reflection in guiding one's actions. By cultivating critical thinking, you align with these Stoic principles and enhance your ability to navigate complex situations with clarity. When you develop critical thinking, you become more adept at recognizing when someone is attempting to manipulate you. Manipulators often rely on emotional appeals, logical fallacies, or misleading information to sway your opinion. With a critical mindset, you can dissect these tactics, identify their weaknesses, and resist their influence. For example, if someone tries to convince you to make a hasty decision by presenting emotionally charged arguments, critical thinking enables you to step back and assess the situation more objectively. You can question the validity of their claims, examine the evidence provided, and consider alternative perspectives before making a decision. This analytical approach helps you avoid being swayed by superficial or manipulative arguments. Critical thinking also involves being aware of cognitive biases that can cloud judgment. For instance, recognizing biases like confirmation bias, where you might favor information that confirms your pre-existing beliefs, helps you approach situations with a more balanced perspective. This awareness allows you to evaluate information more impartially and make decisions based on a thorough analysis rather than being influenced by external pressures. In essence, developing critical thinking equips you with the tools to analyze situations, question assumptions, and spot manipulation tactics effectively. It empowers you to make well-informed decisions based on reason and evidence, aligning with Stoic ideals of wisdom and rationality. Number 6. Maintain independence. Maintaining personal independence is essential for preserving your autonomy and ensuring that your decisions reflect your own values and priorities. Independence involves having the freedom to make choices based on your judgment and needs rather than succumbing to external pressures or influences. In Stoic philosophy, independence is closely tied to the concept of self-sufficiency and inner strength. Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius emphasize the importance of being self-reliant and not allowing external factors to dictate your inner peace. Epictetus famously taught that true freedom comes from within and that by mastering our own minds, we can achieve true independence. This internal freedom shields us from being easily swayed by others who may seek to manipulate our thoughts or actions. When you maintain independence, you are less vulnerable to manipulation because you are not reliant on others for validation or direction. Manipulators often exploit our dependencies, whether emotional, financial, or social, to gain control over our decisions. By cultivating a strong sense of independence, you create a buffer against these influences, allowing you to act based on your own principles rather than external pressures. For example, if someone attempts to coerce you into making a decision that benefits them at your expense, your independence enables you to resist their influence. You are less likely to be persuaded by their tactics if you have a clear sense of your own values and goals. Your ability to stand firm in your own decisions, regardless of others' attempts to sway you, is a direct result of maintaining personal independence. Additionally, independence fosters self-confidence and resilience. When you rely on your own judgment and abilities, you build a strong sense of self-worth and clarity. This confidence helps you to assert your boundaries and reject manipulative tactics with greater ease. In summary, maintaining personal independence is crucial for preventing undue influence and manipulation. It allows you to stay true to your values and make decisions based on your own judgment, aligning with the Stoic ideal of inner freedom and self-mastery. Number 7. Avoid impulsive decisions. Impulsive decisions are often driven by immediate emotions or external pressures rather than careful consideration. These snap judgments can lead to regrettable outcomes and make you vulnerable to manipulation. Impulsive decisions lack the benefit of thorough analysis and can be easily swayed by others who seek to exploit your emotional state or urgency. In Stoic philosophy, the danger of impulsive decisions is addressed through the practice of deliberation and self-control. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, emphasized the importance of reflecting before acting to ensure that one's decisions align with reason and virtue. By avoiding hasty reactions and taking time to consider your options, you can make more informed and rational choices. One effective strategy for avoiding impulsive decisions is to implement a pause or reflection period before taking action. When faced with a decision, particularly one influenced by strong emotions or pressure from others, take a moment to step back and evaluate the situation. This pause allows you to assess the decision's potential impact and consider whether it aligns with your values and long-term goals. Another strategy is to practice mindfulness, which helps you become more aware of your emotional responses and thought processes. By recognizing when you are feeling rushed or emotionally charged, you can better control your reactions and avoid making decisions based solely on these transient states. Mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing or meditative practices, can help center your thoughts and promote a more measured approach to decision-making. Additionally, seeking input from trusted individuals can provide valuable perspectives and help counteract impulsive tendencies. Consulting with friends, family, or mentors allows you to gain insights and advice that can temper hasty judgments and ensure that your decisions are well-rounded. Incorporating these strategies helps you resist the allure of impulsive decisions and fosters a more deliberate decision-making process. By grounding your choices in thoughtful reflection and rational analysis, you reduce the risk of being manipulated and enhance your ability to act in alignment with your principles and long-term objectives. Number 8. Communicate clearly. Clear communication is a powerful tool for preventing manipulation and ensuring that your intentions and boundaries are understood. It involves expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs in a straightforward and unambiguous manner. When you communicate clearly, you minimize the risk of misunderstandings and reduce the opportunity for others to exploit ambiguities or misinterpretations. In Stoic philosophy, clear communication aligns with the virtue of honesty and integrity. The Stoics valued straightforwardness and truthfulness as essential components of a virtuous life. Marcus Aurelius, for example, emphasized the importance of clear and honest dialogue as a means of maintaining personal integrity and fostering genuine relationships. By being transparent and precise in your communication, you uphold these Stoic values and protect yourself from manipulation. One way clear communication can deter manipulation is by setting explicit boundaries. For instance, if a colleague attempts to offload their responsibilities onto you, clearly stating your limits and expectations helps establish your position. By communicating your boundaries directly, such as saying, "I'm not able to take on this task due to my current workload," you make it clear that you cannot be easily coerced into agreeing to something that doesn't align with your priorities. Another example is addressing concerns or requests directly and confidently. If someone tries to pressure you into making a hasty decision, responding with clarity, such as, "I need more time to consider this decision and evaluate all the options," signals that you are not easily swayed by urgency or pressure. This approach demonstrates that you are thoughtful and deliberate, which can deter others from attempting to manipulate you. Clear communication also involves active listening. By attentively listening to others and ensuring you fully understand their perspectives, you can respond more effectively and prevent miscommunication that could be exploited. For example, if someone tries to manipulate a situation through misleading statements, asking clarifying questions and verifying information helps you maintain control and avoid being misled. Ultimately, practicing clear communication strengthens your ability to assert your needs and resist manipulation. It fosters transparency and mutual understanding, reinforcing your autonomy and protecting your decision-making process from undue influence. Number 9. Establish boundaries. Personal boundaries are the limits you set to protect your physical, emotional, and psychological well-being. They define what you are comfortable with and what you are not, helping you maintain a sense of autonomy and respect in your relationships. Boundaries are essential for preventing manipulation, as they establish clear lines that others must respect. In Stoic philosophy, setting boundaries aligns with the virtue of self-respect. Stoics like Epictetus taught that maintaining personal boundaries is crucial for preserving your integrity and peace of mind. By clearly defining what you are willing to accept and what you are not, you safeguard your autonomy and ensure that others cannot encroach upon your personal space or values. To set and maintain boundaries effectively, start by identifying your needs and limits. Reflect on what you are comfortable with in various aspects of your life, including work, relationships, and personal time. Knowing these limits helps you communicate them clearly to others and reinforces your sense of self-respect. Communicate your boundaries assertively and respectfully. Use clear, direct language to express your needs and limits without ambiguity. For example, if a friend frequently asks for favors that interfere with your personal time, you might say, "I need to set aside time for myself, so I won't be able to help with this request." This direct approach makes your boundaries known and minimizes the chance of misunderstandings. Be consistent in enforcing your boundaries. Once you've communicated your limits, stick to them. If you allow exceptions or fail to uphold your boundaries, it can lead to confusion and may invite further attempts at manipulation. Consistency reinforces your position and helps others understand that your boundaries are firm. It's also important to be prepared for resistance or pushback. Some people may test or challenge your boundaries, especially if they are accustomed to having their way. Stay firm and reiterate your limits as needed. Remain calm and assertive, reinforcing that your boundaries are non-negotiable and crucial for your well-being. Establishing and maintaining boundaries not only protects you from manipulation but also fosters healthier, more respectful relationships. By clearly defining and upholding your limits, you create a foundation of mutual respect and safeguard your autonomy. Number 10. Strengthen community ties. A strong support network, or community, is vital for personal well-being and resilience. This network consists of friends, family, and colleagues who offer support, guidance, and perspective. Having a robust community provides emotional and practical support, which can be crucial in resisting manipulation and maintaining your autonomy. In Stoic philosophy, the concept of community is linked to the idea of living in harmony with others and recognizing our interdependence. Stoics like Seneca emphasize the importance of positive relationships and mutual support in fostering a virtuous and fulfilling life. A strong community helps reinforce your values and provides a sense of belonging, which can fortify you against external pressures and manipulative tactics. When you have solid community ties, you are less likely to be swayed by manipulative attempts. A supportive network offers diverse perspectives and advice, helping you see situations more clearly and avoid being influenced by a single, potentially deceptive viewpoint. For example, if someone tries to manipulate you into making a decision that doesn't align with your values, consulting with trusted friends or family members can provide additional insights and help you make a more informed choice. Additionally, a strong community provides emotional resilience. Knowing you have people who care about you and support you can buffer against feelings of isolation or insecurity that manipulators often exploit. This support helps you maintain your sense of self and reinforces your boundaries. For instance, if you face pressure or coercion from someone outside your community, the encouragement and validation from your support network can bolster your confidence and resolve to stand firm. Building and maintaining these ties involves actively nurturing relationships through open communication, empathy, and mutual support. Engage with your community by offering help, sharing experiences, and fostering genuine connections. By investing in these relationships, you create a solid foundation that reinforces your ability to resist manipulation and make decisions based on sound advice and shared values. In summary, strengthening community ties provides a crucial defense against manipulation. A strong support network enhances your resilience, offers valuable perspectives, and helps you maintain your autonomy and integrity. By cultivating meaningful relationships, you reinforce your capacity to navigate challenges and stay true to your principles. In this video, we explored 12 powerful Stoic tactics to avoid being manipulated and foster greater personal autonomy. We discussed the importance of understanding your values, practicing self-awareness, cultivating emotional resilience, developing assertiveness, enhancing critical thinking, maintaining independence, avoiding impulsive decisions, communicating clearly, establishing boundaries, and strengthening community ties. Each of these Stoic principles helps build a foundation of self-mastery and rationality, which empowers you to make decisions aligned with your true self and resist external pressures. By integrating these tactics into your daily life, you create a more resilient and fulfilling existence, guided by inner strength and clarity. I encourage you to start implementing these strategies today and reflect on how they impact your interactions and decision-making. Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how these tactics are working for you. For more insights on Stoicism and personal growth, subscribe to the channel and join our journey toward a more intentional and empowered life.